Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you the 10th video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew Legend of the Crystal Skull. Almost forgot the name of the game we're playing. That's crazy. And almost forgot what number we're on. But you know, fun with walkthroughs. Okay, we need to get loquats for Iggy, because loquats will obviously attract iguanas. And the way we do this is by spraying wasp killer.
Keep you guys quiet for a while.
Or I guess wasp sleeper spray to get loquats. And I want at least 4.
I don't want to bug those wasps again unless I absolutely have to.
Well, you have to, Nancy. Fine. I guess we'll go give it to Iggy and then go back. We must only be able to have 1 loquat at a time. Can't just stock up on loquats like a sane person. Nice thunder. I do love the thunder and the rain ambiance in this game. They do a really nice job with that. Okay. So let's go up to the vent over here and put a loquat down for Iggy.
Come here, Iggy. Got something for ya.
Okay, so now we have a full range of costumes to dress Iggy in, and each one does something a little bit different. The pirate one we got from, the pirate hat we got from the cemetery, so that's probably important. The OD, probably like an eye doctor, is probably going to give us an eye, and we do still need 2 more of those. And the male outfit is probably going to give us some papers that Iggy has stolen. I think I want to do that one first. So we'll give him a tie. Put on your tie, Iggy. And here's a mail bag for you. Okay, so then we back away. And based on the costume that we give Iggy, he will go and retrieve whatever he is supposed to retrieve based on the costume. And here we go. Dear Mr. Bolet, I have completed my review of the data gleaned from the tests I ran last Tuesday on the crystalline replica of the human skull, which you and Miss Amand brought in. What follows is the simple answer regarding its authenticity, which the 2 of you requested. My analysis showed that the skull, while made of remarkably pure crystal, was carved using modern instruments. In layman's terms, the skull is a fake. Again, thank you for allowing Milo Research and Technology to serve you. Sincerely, Chaz Milo. I wonder if this is what Bruno was holding when he died, and maybe the shock was just so much for him. Let's maybe see if we can call this Milo guy. Let's see. Authenticator.
Yeah?
Is this Milo Research and Technology?
This is Chaz, Milo. Service forwarded your call to my cell. What do you want?
Are you all right?
I'm at the gym. On the treadmill. It's called multitasking.
Well, about the letter you sent to Dr. Bolet, you know, where you told him the skull was a fake, I was just wondering...
I never told him that.
Never told him what?
I told him that skull was authentic.
No, you said in the letter the skull was carved using modern instruments.
I said all the tests I ran proved the skull had been hand-carved and hand-polished. Probably took decades to make.
But the letter Dr. Bolet got said just the opposite.
Then the letter he got must not have been the letter that I wrote.
Are you saying the crystal skull is real?
Hey, I'm not saying it's magic or anything. I'm just saying it wasn't made using 19th century, 20th century, or 21st century technology.
Did you carbon date it to see how old it was?
The thing was pure quartz. No carbon in quartz. No carbon dating. Hey, look, I'm gonna hang up now. If I try to talk anymore, I'm gonna pass out.
Just one more question. Did you send that letter saying the skull was authentic to anyone else?
No, just Dr. Bolet. I heard he died recently. Good thing I filled him up front.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
No problem.
Wow, so the letter was a fake. So someone sent Dr. Bolet a fake letter And the shock of getting that letter probably killed him. So that's probably why he died. That's crazy. Okay, we need to get more loquats. So let's go downstairs and into the garden. So we basically have 3 suspects. There's Henry, there's Renee, and then there's Dr. Beaufort. Got him. Okay, there's another loquat. Now we go back over to Iggy. I wish we could collect a bunch at once so we don't have to keep going back and forth like this. But at least we get to look at the pretty house. Okay. Spin around. I think I went the longest possible way. Yep, I did. Okay, come here, Iggy.
Iggy! Oh, Iggy!
Okay, let's maybe put on the eye doctor outfit next, because that will almost definitely get us a glass eye. What is this? It looks like Iggy is Frankenstein. That's a weird, like, little knob. Okay, Dr. Iggy, bring me an eye. Because that is what doctors do. When they put on their doctor gear, they bring you a glass eye. Thank you. Okay, we're up to 24 now. We only need 1 more eye. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do... See, I turned the wrong way again. At least I think that's 24. Yep, we need 1 more eye. Okay. I feel like when you're looking for a collection of things, the last one is always the hardest to find. Because you kind of get on a roll towards the middle, where you just find a bunch all at once. And then you just get kind of stuck. There we go. What am I? Oh, yeah. I got distracted by the pretty garden and almost forgot what I was doing. Oh, if they turn red, they're gonna hurt you. This gets harder the more you do it. Oh, shoo, that was hard. Okay. 3rd loquat was definitely the hardest. And we could get a 4th one and dress him up in the clown costume. I actually don't know what the clown costume does. But I have a feeling it's not essential. It probably just looks funny. I don't know, we could try it maybe. Okay, turn right, there we go. Save some time, Nancy, instead of spinning around in circles.
Iggy! Oh, Iggy!
Come here. I have fruit. Okay. Now let's give him his little pirate hat. And little pirate... whatever that's called. Oh, it has a parrot! That looks like Lulu from Curse of Blackmore Manor. And Cuckoo, who will be upcoming in Ransom of the 7 Ships. And let's give him a sword. Okay. Go do pirate stuff. Bring me whatever pirates will bring me. Ooh, a box. The name that opens every Jolly Roger meeting opens me. Okay. So maybe the last eye we need is in that box. But we need the word or the phrase that opens up Jolly Roger meetings. And if you remember, we looked in Bruno's calendar and saw that there was a meeting today at Rampart and Dumaine, which is where Bess is. So maybe we can get Bess to do some more snooping for us. She's not going to like it, though. Let's give her a call.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. Listen, you busy?
Why?
I need you to do something for me.
What?
I need you to infiltrate the meeting of the Jolly Rogers crew that's about to be held at Rampart on Dumaine, which has got to be right near Zeke's. You're going to have to look around for it. Now, to get into the meeting, you'll need to put on that skeleton man costume you saw in the back room. And once you're in the meeting, you'll need to listen for the name that opens the meeting so you can tell me what it is, okay?
No.
Bess, I know you don't like to do stuff like this, but this is really, really, really important, and it'll be the last thing I ask you to do. I promise.
Absolutely, unequivocally, irrefutably, incontrovertibly, no. Which of course actually means yes, because if I don't do this, I'll be stuck here by myself until you give up. And since we both know you will never give up, I don't suppose it would do any good to point out that the curio shop is closed.
You'll find a way in. Oh, and if anyone at the meeting asks, the password is Scuttled Bones.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
That's the spirit.
Oh, poor Bess. She has to break and enter, and then find a way into a secret society meeting. Ooh. Yeah, let's go down the creepy alley. It's a great idea. Creepy alleys are always a good idea. That looks like where the meeting probably is. Ew! Those look like the cockroaches that bothered Minette in Danger by Design. Okay. Now the trick here, Bess has something in her arsenal that is actually really helpful for this, because this is a fingerprinting puzzle. So Bess can put her fingerprint dust on here, and basically whichever button has the most fingerprint on it, I think is the first, and then it gets steadily faded away because your fingerprint leaves fewer oils the longer you press it. So 2 would be first, 8, 9, and then 0, 5 it looks like. There we go. Bess is in. Bess just broke and entered. How do you say it in the past tense? She broke and entered? That sounds weird. Okay, now Bess is wearing the skeleton man costume. Super weird. Can we go, like, steal stuff from Zeke? I mean, Lamont. His name's not Zeke. See, why does it say emergency exit alarm will sound and then it totally doesn't? Okay. Let's sneak in. Ooh.
What's the password?
Password? Right. Let's see.
Bess's deep voice. It's Scuttled Bones.
Scuttled Bones.
Pirate word.
Better hurry, we're just about to start.
Jean Lafitte. Okay, that's the name that opens it up. John Lafitte.
Welcome, my fellow Jolly Rogers.
I know that
We
voice.
have several pressing
It's Dr.
matters
Beaufort.
to discuss this evening, so let us begin. As you may or may not have heard, certain city officials are attempting to deny us the right not only to gather in public places during the Mardi Gras season, but they have also seen fit to...
Shoot, I forgot to turn off my cell phone.
Uh-oh.
It seems we have an uninvited guest. Get him!
Ah! Oh my god. Ooh!
Let go! You're making a big mistake! Let go of me! Look, I'm not here to make trouble. You're making
are
a
you?
big deal out of nothing. Can't we just talk about this? Where are you taking me? If you just let me explain.
Why, it seems our trespasser is of the female variety. Let's have a look.
That's right. You know me and I know you, Dr. Beaufort. And I also know that you were the one who attacked my friend over at the Beaufort mansion today. And if you don't tell me why right now, I promise you, you are going to be in one big world of hurt.
Good for you, Bess.
The young lady's clearly upset about something. Clarence, take over the meeting while I try to find out why she's making all these crazy accusations.
Crazy?
They're not crazy, and you know it.
I will tell you everything, Miss Marvin, in private.
Yes, you will.
And he did. He told me everything, Nancy. I bluffed him into confessing. You would have been so proud of me. Oh, and before I forget, the name they chanted at the start of the meeting was Jean Lafitte.
Jean Lafitte. Great. Now, what did Dr. Beaufort tell you?
Okay. First off, he said that with his dying breath, Bruno Bolet directed him to steal the painting of Henry's parents and lock it up in Henry's parents' crypt. Bruno seemed to think that way Henry would wind up with the crystal skull instead of somebody else.
So Dr. Beaufort dressed up in his skeleton man costume, stole the canvas, and hid it in the crypt like Bruno asked.
That must have been when Renee saw Mr. Death.
But then, Dr. Beaufort had second thoughts and decided to heck with Henry. He wanted that crystal skull for himself. So this afternoon, he dressed up in his skeleton man costume again and snuck into Henry's house so he could get the key from that mini cemetery and retrieve the painting he'd left in that crypt, knowing the painting would somehow lead him to the skull.
Only I walked in on him and ruined everything.
Right. And now that we're onto him, he says he no longer wants the skull. He's embarrassed that he allowed his superstitious side to get the best of him and says whoever finds the skull is welcome to it. At least that's what Dr. Beaufort said. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I told him you were looking for the skull.
That's all right.
Actually, I told him you were on the verge of finding it.
Why would you tell him that?
I don't know, I got carried away. So if he lied to me and he really does still want the skull, then he might come after you. He left right after we talked, and I don't think he went back into that meeting. What if he's on his way over there?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Why don't you just... Whoa, that bolt of lightning was huge. Anyway, why don't you just go relax and I'll be back at the hotel before you know it, okay? Bess? Hello? Bess, you there? Nope, she sure isn't.
Uh-oh. That's creepy. Okay. Well, Jean Lafitte will open up this box. Let's see. Where's the J? J-E-A-N-L-A-F-I-T-T-E. Woohoo! The last eye. The last eye. Okay. Let's go over to this eye cabinet here. We now have all 25 eyes. And you'll notice if you click on them, they move in different directions. So if we look in the journal that Dr. Bolet left behind, or Dr. Bolet, just Bruno Bolet, I think. Was he a doctor? I don't remember. Anyway, this very last story, if you go all the way to the back, Plentiful Pirates and Nautical Nonsense. If you read it, stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious, out hunting west waters, he was cantankerous. So you need to find the different directions that are hidden in the words. Some of them are going to be obvious, like west. Others are not going to be so obvious, like he was anxious, S-O-U-T-H. The word south comes before west. And this page tells us that we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different directions on this page. So if you just look for the obvious ones, west is going to be easy. Left is a direction, but you have to look more closely. So like if you see sea stricken, east is hidden there. So in this first one, we have, let's see, south right here, west right here, and then S-O-U-T-H right here, south, and then sea-stricken, east, and then left down here. This page only has 2 directions, and those ones are a little bit easier. We've got down to the port, and then down by booty. Where is that? It was bogged down. Okay, so 2 downs on that page. Then in this next paragraph, we need 4 directions. The first one, foul up, that's 1. Down to the mangroves, they'd surely digress. Beastie has the word east in it. And then we have seas treachery, east right here, and then left a surprise. So I misspoke. We need 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, which is actually 5 directions. So those are the directions in that paragraph. Then a long-legged beastie, again, east, and then hold down below. We have down the hull and break down the structures. I love it when they're so obvious. That makes it easier. Next page, we need 17, 18, 19, and 20, so 4 more. He knocked down the ship. Let's see. He at left legs, then 6, and then northwest are 2 directions right next to each other. This next page, we only need 2. Right to shore, and got left, getting gobbled, so those ones are easier. And then on the last page here, we need 23, 24, and 25. So down dove the octopus, right to his den, spit out their bones, and each treasure, of course, he had not left behind. Okay? So those are all of the directions that we need. So, south is the first one. So the eye needs to be pointing south. Then west, which would be to the left. And then south again. Then east, which would be to the right. And then left. Okay. Then we need down. And then we need down again. Then we need foul up the village and down to the mangroves. Beastie, east, and then sees treachery, another east. And then they left a surprise. Okay. So then this one, we have east again, another beastie. And then down, the hold down below, down the hull, break down the structures inside it. He knocked down the ship, and then left legs, the northwestern, and swam right to shore, got left getting gobbled. So down and right to his den, had not got left behind. Ooh. Let's take that. Okay, we have some directions. We need to take the arm from the shovel and put it in that pole that we found way back at the first episode, and then put this eye thing in. So we have to make some sort of contraption. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm probably going to leave that part for the next episode, though, and that episode will probably be our finale. So thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.